Good morning, creative writing cardinals. I am going to do a pre-recorded video to further explain the lesson that we talked about on February 8th, 2021. I would like to go into more detail to remind you that you have an exam on this Wednesday, which will be February 10th, 2021. You already know the information to study. It's everything that's in this PowerPoint presentation, including vocabulary, grammar, all the way down to characterization, theme, um, just everything that we've discussed so far. Your leaders, Kofi and Nicholas, went over some of this information with you yesterday in our breakout session. And so I want to continue breakout sessions today. Hopefully, you guys will remember the actual sessions you were in because I'm going to put you back in those groups again today at some time. So let's talk about plot diagram chart. Now it's time for you to write your actual paper, your short story. If you recall, a short story literally has 2,000 to 6,000 words. I'm not making you do that. I'm asking for a short. And where this one has 700, I'm cutting that down to 500 to 1,000. If you go over 1,000 words, that is fine. Just try not to go past 2,000, just for sake of time. Okay? You have a due date for that assignment, and that assignment's due date is like February 19th. So make sure you are doing all you can to start on this. Make sure you are thinking about these narrative modes of dialogue, thought, action, description, and I'm about to talk about exposition right now. So today you started the plot diagram chart. So I'm going to actually type for you again, just so you can see it for yourself, what it needs to look like. I think I will make an attempt to make this pretty large, just to remind yourself of what each component represents. Remember, exposition is the introduction to the conflict, characters, and basically the author's writing style. We get a chance to see all of that. This section here could be many pages. It's just the beginning. It's the once upon a time there was, but I don't want you to start your stories that way. I don't want you to start thinking about fairy tales, even though that does make me think about genre. You have different genres of fiction. Some of those are realistic fiction. You have science fiction. You have fantasy. You have historical fiction, movies like The Great Debaters and everything that will fit there. You have horror, which is not my favorite anymore. You have romance, which be careful with some of that stuff. But these are some of the types of fiction pieces that you can write, that you can choose from. Okay? So then, get rid of that S. So then, after you have decided how you want your story and the conflict to be introduced, then you have to go through rising action. Rising action basically leads to the conflict. So events that show conflict, yet it leads to a climactic event, a turning point. So you normally will write in a short story about 3 of these, and they can be subtle. They can be subtle, like the Three Bears, whole Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I mean, her rising action was her going into the house and testing out the porridge, the chairs, and then eventually the bed. The climax of Goldilocks and the Three Bears is not her coming into the house and falling asleep. The climax is the fact that the bears return and discover her upstairs. Then she wakes up. That's the climax. That's where the story changes because we don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to be nice to her? Are they going to devour her? Are they going to chase her out? That's that's the climax. The rising action to that was the three events that took place. She checked the porridge, too hot, too cold, just right, too hot, too cold, just right, too hot, too cold, well, too hard, too soft, just right. And this time she didn't break anything, she didn't eat everything up, she went to bed. Time goes by, and then boom. The climax is when the tension is reached and the conflict turns. It's the excitement. That's why it's at the top of the pyramid of the plot diagram chart. And then you have the falling action, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's about two events that show how the conflict is resolved. Now, with that being said, was Goldilocks and the three bears ever really resolved? The answer to that is no. The only thing that got resolved is the fact that she ran out of the house and she wasn't killed. That was it. She ran out of the house and she was not killed. However, everything else was kind of blase blase. So you just need two events that show the characters kind of like bonding even more. And then finally, the resolution of the denouement is what it is. Problem, conflict is solved or resolved. Characters go their separate ways or they claim ties and stay together. That's whatever you choose. It's going to be your thing. So these are the notes that will help you if you get stuck. I'll make sure I leave this information in the notes for you. And just to go back, you're writing this on this type of chart. So it should be pretty big. That way when you start this, you can have a whole section. You can have a whole section at your house that might be devoted to storyboarding. So you may want all the information for exposition to go up under there. Now I might do a little whiteboard tomorrow with you during the breakouts so you guys can put your sticky notes there, your exposition sticky notes. And then you would do the same thing with the other components. I hope this makes sense to you. I hope it will help you build your storyline. And then, like I said, you guys just have to remember all of the grammar and everything. And you also still need to be looking over those 4 short stories that you are responsible for. All right, I'm close to 9 minutes, so I'm going to stop now. If you have any questions, make sure you write me, speak to me in class, or email me during my office hours. All right.